Here's a quick review on the Airtech Studios G&G ARP9 battery extension unit, or the BEU for short. You can find this product on most Airsoft retailers for about $25. I purchased mine on Evike. The BEU will come in a small cardboard box that looks just like this, and then if you open it, it will be in there when you receive it. On the back there are some, I think, instructions and just a little more product detail, as well as you can visit their website. So yeah, that's about it. Now this product was made to combat the ARP9's horrendous battery space. It also works for the ARP55 as well, because they shared the same stock. But yeah, it adds a substantial amount of battery space. And here, let me get my ARP9 to show you guys. So this right here is what you get in terms of when that comes in the box just for the ARP9. And so you're supposed to fit, you know, an 11.1 and this whole big tangle of the MOSFET and the ETU and all these wires in just this amount of space. And it's really hard to do that. I wasn't able to. And so this, you can see, adds about almost 50% more to the battery space, so it really maximizes the amount of battery space you have. It also helps with the stock wobble. When you get the ARP9, if the stock's fully extended, I mean, you can see that right there. There's quite a bit of wobble in there. It makes a lot of noise. And for people that are bugged by this, you know, with the BEU on, it looks like this. So you can see, once I shake it, you don't hear any of that clanking around. So the stock's much more stable in case, you know, the rail wobble or the stock wobble annoys you. But yeah, I mean, it's nothing. Another thing I want to quickly mention are the ports in the side of the BEU. Now this helps with battery cooling as the hot air goes out and the cooled air goes in. And if you have an 11.1 or any LiPos, you know, especially if you're firing a lot, they get hot. And you don't want that in there because that could damage your battery or your MOSFET or whatever. Anyways, so compared to the stock on the G&G ARP9, there are no vents. And once you put this cap on it, it's staying like that. No air is going to get out. So I do think this does help with battery temperature, and I do think that's a nice added bonus. Alright, so in case you didn't know how to put it on, I'm going to show you right now. So first, you just take off the G&G ARP9 stock. And this is one of the things I also love about it, is it's so easy to take on and off. You don't need any tools, you don't need, you know, any really time. You can easily pop it in, pop it out whenever you want. So basically, you have to thread the MOSFET through, which, again, why are all these wires here? Why couldn't they do that internally? It would have saved a lot of hassle for the consumer. But you can see there's a little notch right here. You can see that. And you basically want to kind of hook it underneath so it lines up with that little notch right here. And then you got to press this lever down right here. And it fits on. Perfect. And it looks absolutely flush with the stock. So it almost looks like it comes with the ARP9. And that's another thing I like about it, is the plastics on it look almost the same. So it doesn't look really weird and funky and out of place. So yeah, basically all you have that on, and then if you want, you shove the MOSFET in. Sorry, this is shaking a lot, isn't it? You can shove the MOSFET in the wiring. I don't like doing that to my gun, but you can if you want. I'm not going to do it because, you know, it's still very cramped in there. And then you just put the end cap on it like the normal ARP9. And yeah, that's it. So it's super easy to take on and off. No hassle whatsoever. So that's a great other feature. So let's talk about some downsides. I can only really think of one, and that is the price. You know, for $25 just for this, that's a lot. I mean, the total cost of the ARP9 right now, if you don't get the colored version, is like $210. So $25 for this little piece of polymer, and that's kind of pricey. So if you know you have a limited budget and you do want to upgrade your ARP9 and you want to improve how it performs, I actually recommend, if you haven't seen my earlier review on it, I recommend getting this bad boy instead. For me, mag capacity and the reliance of my magazines is a lot more important. than just some more battery space. You know, both are equally as nice. Or no, should I say this is better for me in terms of preference. This is nice to have too. You know, I would recommend getting it down the road, especially if you have the money. But in terms, I would definitely, you know, this is $60, so it's kind of double the price of this, but I'd say this is definitely worth it. And if you do have a limited budget, you should definitely purchase the drum mag before you purchase this. Alright, to sum things up, I do recommend buying the BEU battery extension unit. I think it's a great addition to any of your ARP9s or ARP55s. Because, you know, for its variety of features, including it reduces stock wobble, I mean. It increases battery space, so you can actually fit a battery in there without worrying, you know, that you're going to break your wires or the battery's going to spill out while you're in game. And it also has vents, so your battery does not get hot. So for those three things, I highly recommend it. I think it's a great buy. Again, it's a little pricey, you know, especially for it's only polymer, it's not metal or anything special like that. So for $25, I could see why you guys have some concerns. And yeah, that's all I have to say about it. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate, you know, if you haven't seen my channel before, if you could subscribe and leave a like.